We're very honored and delighted to bring to the public the treasured works from the Lillian Mayland McKimm Collection. Lillian acquired painting through Heffel for over 4 decades, first acquiring a major work from Ken Heffel in 1982, and more recently, in her 90s, she was successful in acquiring a prized work through our online platform.
The collection reflects the lifelong curiosity and admiration of the arts of Lillian McKimm. She started drawing at the early age of 8 with a particular interest in female portraiture. Lillian was a pioneering collector, and there is a particular and a unique focus, a tightening of the collecting lens on important women artists of the modern art era. So iconic artists like Emily Carr and Helen McNicoll, they shared the walls with names that are now gaining revitalized attention, like Kathleen Daly Pepper, Sarah Robertson, Doris McCarthy, Paraskiva Clark. The McNicoll Washerwomen in the Lawn River, it's a lesson in Impressionist painting. McNicoll, like Carr, they were from a generation of Canadian painters that sought education and experience abroad. McNicoll and a few of her contemporaries like Helen and Maurice, they really transmitted Impressionism to Canada. The painting is ambitious. It transports the viewer to another world. You can see and feel the warmth of the air. You can travel through the transient qualities of the water. Washerwomen was painted a year after McNicoll won the truly prestigious Jessie Dow Prize at the Art Association of Montreal. And Washerwomen was painted and sent directly from France. This painting is timeless. It is as beautiful and moving as the day it was painted.
When I look at the 2 Lawren Harris paintings, they are obviously masterpieces by the artist. The Lake Superior sketch, has the ethereal light that Harris is conveying in his theosophy beliefs simply through the landscape. And the Rocky Mountain Lawren Harris is really a pinnacle of Harris's Rocky Mountain exploration, and he conveys that spirituality in the Rocky Mountain piece.
There is one painting by Emily Carr in the McKimm Collection, and it is an absolute jewel. We see and experience the forest through Carr's eye and hand. Her paintings are deeply spiritual reflections of her feelings in the forest, and also reflect this creative renaissance she experienced in the 1930s when Dancing Trees was painted. Emily is painting what she feels, but she's also moving the needle of modern art, and that is the DNA of a great Emily Carr like Dancing Trees.
The superstars of our Canadian art world can be found in the Lillian McKimm Collection, many of which are the cornerstones to our Heffel business. Artists like Emily Carr, Lawren Harris, and E.J. Hughes. When you walk into a collector's home, I find it fascinating. You get an insight into their collecting practice, but you also get the idea as to which works are their personal favorites. I think perhaps one of her favorites, and definitely one of my favorites, is the major E.J. Hughes canvas, Entrance to House Sound. It had the prominent wall in the home hanging very proudly above the mantelpiece, and it just sparkled, particularly when you had the view of the West Coast ocean coming through the window, illuminating this masterpiece by E.J. Hughes.
Lillian's collection has a historical focus, but there is a clear bridge to post-war practices and movements. Over time, her collecting lens developed, but it didn't follow trends. In her own words, the collection continued to march forward, and it is this modus operandi that created the one-of-a-kind collection of Lillian McKimm.